fourth quarter, a move by Tony Harris to increase their lead. And on the other end, retaliation by Lambert for Santa Lucia.
Well, this is the payoff quarter. Both teams know the importance of stepping up their intensity on defense here. Alvarito starting out the fourth period for Swift.
Excellent defense by Santa Lucia. Lambert almost lose it. Then there's the open lane, but he will hand off to Sandro Limpot, who was fouled on his way to the basket.
And Shell is down on the floor again.
We've seen that so many times in this ball game.
The ability of Lambert to draw the defense allows Limpot to step into the lane there, but a good block by Ria Lubit takes away the three-point opportunity. In the meantime, Alvarillo sits down quickly here as Coach Yengel makes an early change. Al Solis is back in the game.
We'd like to greet our friends currently attending the 13th at Congress at Subic Bay, and we hope you enjoy the Faces Disco tonight. A minute has passed in this fourth quarter. Sandro Limpot picked up his score in the third, and it has been a ball game since then.
Well, he has hit 17 points out of the 21 or 22 here in the second half. Another guy who has stepped up his performance is Maratas. We see some numbers. Swift 6 turnovers, most of those coming into the last 5 minutes of that third quarter.
All alone, he missed it. With a vengeance. Alvarez is streaking down against 3. He lays up and he converts it. And that'll be his 20th point of the ball game.
And don't look now, Jimmy. The lead is down to 3 here. Swift severely challenged. And they're losing a little of their composure right now.
Tony Harris.
There's that double team again.
Zaldi Lubit. 8 seconds now for Tony Harris. But he will pass off on a cross-court pass. Ends up with Harris once again.
That's a 25-second violation as the shot did not go in. So an opportunity for Santa Lucia to inch closer. Coach Yangel showing a look of concern now. They were up by 17 a while back.
Lambert against Terry Saldana. Limpot is also asking for the basketball. From Arata against Saldana and Distrito. It trickles in. Just a 1-point ball game. Yes, and a timeout call. Tony Harris on the drive to the basket is fouled by Toying Teves.
Well, Tony Harris now taking matters into his own hands here. Driving strong. Teves hanging on to him. Only one more rebound away from a triple-double tonight. 38 points for the Hurricane. And Teves finally gets his rest. He played well during his brief stint on the floor, trying to check Tony Harris. Andy De Guzman is back in the ballgame.
So it's now 102-99. What was once a 17-point lead has been reduced to just 3.
Well, for one thing, Swift has fallen into a lot of turnovers in this second half. Another is that the intensity of the game for Santa Lucia has changed, particularly with Limpot and Marata starting to score here.
Limpot would like to take on Zaldi, but it was almost stolen. Andy De Guzman, nice fake against Nelson Asaitono. It's back to a 1-point ball game.
That's instant offense for you coming off the bench. De Guzman sat for quite some time, but still was able to play coming into the game. Solis taking it strong, forced the shot, and here's the outlet.
Alvarez to Marata to
Whoa,
De
what a
Guzman. Who has the lead? Santa Lucia.
It has been a tedious process for the Realtors, but they're up.
The crowd here at the Cuneta Astrodome has become a Santa Lucia hometown crowd. Meneses. A miss. Lambert shell. This time he will slow things down.
You know, that's not the kind of shot Meneses took in the first half. Ill-advised three-point jumper here.
The miss by Limpot. Baseball pass to Alsolis. It will be one-on-one. Oh, Marata almost stole that from Alsolis, but he will commit the foul. That was foul number 3 on Rick Marata.
Let's take a look at it again.
Was it a ball or the arm?
Well, it certainly looked like from that angle that Marata had a piece of the ball. Nonetheless, Solis has given 2 free throws. Marata has played without relief in this ballgame, Jimmy. There you see Nat Canson, a miracle worker here.
Oh, as we were saying, their go-to guy, Al Solis, he gets back the lead for the Swift Mighty Meaties.
Still a lot of time remaining, 8 minutes in this fourth quarter.
Alvarez. Oh! A possible 3-point play for Bong Alvarez and Santa Lucia Realty.
Well, you saw Solis signaling to his teammates, you've got to close the lane. You have to step into the defense there. They allowed Alvarez too close to the basket, and he has exploded with those numbers. Paul Alvarez averages about 21 points per ball game. And he makes the 3-point play, gives Santa Lucia a 2-point lead. Some numbers early in this fourth quarter. There you see the almost perfect shooting of Santa Lucia.
Nice handoff, Tony Harris from Vergel Meneses.
Well, Meneses has struggled here in the second half, so he's now playing a little bit of decoy. But he's still got to score.
The last time this ball game was tied was at 106 all, because now Lambert Shell just converted underneath.
Well, prior to 106 all, it was at 6-6 back in the first quarter.
Oh yes. Alley-oop. Zaldi Rialubit. Lambert Shell again on the floor. The foul will be committed by Shell. That'll be foul number 4 on Lambert Shell.
Strong move by Zaldi Rialubit. Challenging inside. He knows he has the height advantage.
Zaldi first lowered his shoulder, and then on the second move under the rim. He got the foul, but he didn't get the first charity.
You know, Nat Canson has again used only 8 players in this ball game, Jimmy. Another credit to his coaching wizardry here, especially in the semifinals. 1-point lead for Santa Lucia, 7:15 remaining in the fourth.
New kids on the block, battling the defending champions. Head to head, leading by 1. And there's Andy De Guzman. Blocked by his own board. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Nice pass from Bong Alvarez to Lambert Shell.
I don't know if it's the side of the floor, Jimmy, but every time they shoot on that side of the other side of the floor, they've been able to really get the ball inside, and somehow the team has been catching up in terms of assists here. Double team on Harris. Great move.
Oh yes. First the double team by Zandro Limpot. Then Lambert Shell will pick up Harris, but he used his left hand and used the glass. But they're still down.
Shell has to be careful not to pick up 5 personal fouls. There's still a lot of time remaining in this ball game.
Lambert Shell. Zandro Limpot against Zaldi. Moving to the left side. Only 2.5 conferences old, and he's learned so many lessons. Zandro Limpot.
In that play, you saw Limpot way out in the 3-point line. Certainly, he's not going to take that kind of a shot, and so Rialubit must step back a bit and sag down, because Limpot likes to drive, especially going to his left there.
Limpot only had 5 points in the first half. Picked up the scoring and scored 15 in the third.
Well, he's beginning to show his numbers. Last November 7, he had 32 points in that winning game against Swift. 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 block shots. He now has 24 tonight.
Harris to Meneses. Oh! Lambert Shell wanted that basketball.
There you see Vergel Meneses, 19 points in the first half, but in this second half, he has not made a field goal, and a good steal off the inbound. Lambert Shell once again breaking up the play.
Talk about leaders. At Lambert Shell at Santa Lucia. They're in the thick of this fight in the semifinals. On a one-on-one, Lambert Shell against Tony Harris. Fall away.
That's not his shot
Little
there, but
short. Guess who follows up? 26 points for the rookie.
you know what's happening now with Swift is that they're standing around looking at Lambert Shell. Nobody putting up too much intensity. Solis with a three-point shot. Again, another miss, and Shell with a rebound.
No go-to basket for Al Solis and the Swift Mighty Meaties. Santa Lucia has increased their lead to 5.
Look for a timeout here if Santa Lucia will make a basket for Swift.
Sandro Limpot again against Zaldi Rilubin. After the fake, the use of the glass, completely missing the rim. Tony Harris is streaking down against the small Rick Marata, and Lambert Shell again the left-handed layup.
That's a big basket for Swift there. First a stop on the other end, and Tony Harris coming up quickly with the 2 points. Lead is down to 3, 4, and 44 remaining.
Hard-earned 3-point lead for Santa Lucia.
Oh yes.
Andy De Guzman, Lambert Shell. 4 on the shot clock, Sandro Limpot. Everybody expected a slam. He used the rim to shield off the defense. Look at it. Aiming for the slam right here. Using the rim to shield off the defender in Vergel Meneses. And then he's at the stripe.
He can play power, he can play finesse. What else can this guy do? Almost everything. June Limpot with a big production here in the second half. Possible three-point play, and he completes. Lead is back, or up now to 6, the biggest lead for Santa Lucia.
A very convincing 5-point lead. Another 6-point lead.
You know, the movement of the ball now for Swift seems to be a little slower than the first half. That's why they're not getting good shots. As Aitono powering himself to the basket, gets 2 points.
A 4-point ball game. Marata to Bong Alvarez. The cut by Marata, the cut by De Guzman. Alvarez over to Lambert Shell. The fake and then the drive. Yes. It has been a thinking ball game for the Santa Lucia Realtors. We have this timeout. We'll be back. Oh yes, we're back at courtside, and Santa Lucia just blew its lead, and Swift has it back.
Well, for a while, Santa Lucia's focus was a little off there. They had a lapse in concentration, and Swift took advantage. A couple of easy layups for Tony Harris. As we take a look at the timeout story, 2 timeouts left for both teams. Both teams still have 2 fouls to give here.
Inbound for Santa Lucia. It has been a successful pressing defense for the Swift Mighty Meaties. Still a lot of time. 17 on the shot clock. Alvarez will sky and get it tied all over again at 124 all.
Now this is where you have to execute defensively or offensively. Bevis can still give up a foul here. Trying to vex Tony Harris now. What a move from Tony Harris.
Sandro Limpot just let go. Lambert Shell will lose it. Asaitono. Foul. Toying Tebes with his left arm. His right arm intended for the ball. The left arm intended for Toying Tebes. Look at this. There's the left arm.
Good call by referee Varela. And that's a very big call there. 16 foul for Swift.
A timeout called by Santa Lucia. We'll be back. Swift enjoying a 2-point lead, but Santa Lucia has the basketball.
Well, let's review the situation here. Swift is still one more foul to give. Santa Lucia only with 5 team fouls, so both teams not yet in the penalty, but Santa Lucia has only one more timeout to call. 2 more timeouts for Coach Xiang Giao. There's the guy who has really brought back Swift here after falling down by 6 or falling behind. Now Swift is on top by 2. However, Santa Lucia has possession. Jun Limpot, the key figure in this second half upsurge for Santa Lucia. But then again, it's still a long time remaining here. 41 seconds remaining.
This is the tying offensive for Santa Lucia if they convert. Rick Manata. Toying Tebes, Lambert shell. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Lambert shell cuts inside. Oh! Exclamation point. 37 for Lambert shell. Again, it's tied, and there's this timeout.
Okay, listen. Al, Rudy, Tony, Nelson, Terry. Okay, listen. Rudy, in, out. Tony, in, out. Nelson, okay. Approach, Terry, back door. Okay, yeah.
Lambert is down there.
Which one? Here.
Down the floor. Lambert is down the floor.
Okay.
One shot anyway. Mag-align kayo dyan, baka ma-press tayo.
Okay.
Let everybody else go down there. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's just do this. On the one, on the box. Hey, Al, Tony, Rudy. Okay, you just split. The big man just come down. We go 1-4 last shot. Okay, okay. Big man. Okay.
Malikot.
Big man. Big man. Up, down. Terry. Up, down. Okay, Rudy. Up, down, up. Down, up. Okay, guys. Okay, one more time. Last shot. Yeah, last shot. 1, 2, 3.
The assumption was a full court press and then just a split at the bottom to get that basketball over.
With that much time remaining, only 23.7 seconds, they can afford to take the last shot here. There you see the situation. Swift has only one more foul to give, but Santa Lucia can use those 2 fouls that they can give up wisely with that much time remaining. Tony Harris certainly will be the focus of attention.
Al Solis. Look at the time remaining. Oh, Toying Tebes will foul Tony Harris.
That cuts about 7 seconds from the game clock there. And Tevez will foul out of this ball game.
Honest defense all throughout the ball game against Tony Harris.
And Max Delantes has been chosen by Coach Nat Canson to check in with only 18.5 seconds. He is coming off the bench. Very cold here.
Oh, yes. .5 seconds. This ball game is tied. Meneses has the basketball. Al Solis is a dangerous man, but he didn't go all the way to the basket.
Remember this, Santa Lucia can still give up one more foul here.
Tony Harris, only that much time remaining. Oh, he slips, but there's Al Solis, the go-to guy. They don't get it, and ladies and gentlemen, it is tied after 48 minutes of play. Overtime. We'll be back.